So of course we need to sleep because when we sleep, our cells regenerate in our body. It's the time that our body is actually healing and not doing everything. So it's important to do that, but it's also important to be in a good position when you're sleeping so you don't hurt yourself when you're living your daily life.
So what is our best sleep position?
Top number one sleep position is on your side. So sleeping on your side is really good. And a really good way to sleep on your side, I have a little pillow as an example, is like one of these little pillows. If you put it between your knees when you're sleeping, your hips stay even instead of fall when you're on your side. So that helps you not have hip problems when you're sleeping on your side. So that's a good thing to use. And also sleeping with one pillow instead of two pillows. So one pillow is enough for like your shoulder and your head space, but two pillows, your neck's like this. And then your neck hurts. So on your side, one pillow under your head and one in between your knees.
So sleeping on your back, is that a problem because your neck is probably pushed forward, or?
So sleeping on your back is like the second best position. So sleeping on your back is great, and you still just want to use one pillow because we all do have like a curve in our neck, and so you want to support that with a pillow. And then when you do sleep on your back, also putting a pillow under your knees is helpful because it takes the pressure off of your low back. So if you have a pillow, like one of these little round things, if you put it under your knee when you're asleep on your back, it takes the load off your low back, and it feels great when you're sleeping. You can like sleep like a little comfortable mummy.
Now, how do we wake up feeling really rested? I know that's a big struggle for a lot of people, myself included.
Yeah, so the best thing is to kind of prepare yourself for sleep. So just like we prepare ourselves for like any exercise or anything in our life, if you just dive into it and you're not actually ready, it's not going to turn out so hot. So if you're like scrolling on your phone and then turn it off and shut your eyes, you're not going to fall asleep. So the best thing to do is to stay away from screens for a full hour before you go to bed. So that takes light away from your brain. So light tells our brain to be awake. It's like daytime, right? And if we're having light induced into our eyes all the time, then you can't go to sleep. So turning that off an hour before you go to bed is like the best tip. And also, you just want to make sure that you give yourself time to breathe before you go to bed. So when you're laying down in your bed, instead of thinking, oh, I better go to sleep, this is going to be really hard, like say, I'm going to have a great night's sleep. Like give yourself that positive affirmation, which actually works, even though it sounds hokey. And if you take a few deep breaths and engage your diaphragm, you'll get a good night's sleep. It'll be much better than if you just try to force yourself into sleep.
What if you're the kind of person who wakes up at different times in the middle of the night? Are there things that we do when we do that we should not be doing to help us fall back to sleep?
Yes. So again, with like the phone thing. So if you wake up in the middle of the night and then you start looking at your phone because I can't sleep anyway, might as well check my email. That's going to keep you awake. So just try your very hardest not to do that. And another thing that's awesome to get back to sleep, which is a good trick, is a breathing technique. And I'll teach it to you. So when you're laying in your bed on your side or on your back, not on your belly, you're going to do this breathing technique. You're going to breathe in for the count of 5. So like this. Hold for 3. And then you're going to breathe out for 7. A long exhale prepares your body for that parasympathetic, like rest and digest state, and is actually the place that your brain puts you when you go to sleep. So if you breathe in for 5, hold for 3, and breathe out for 7, you can do that as many times as you need to. You should fall asleep.
Oh, love it. Love it. Those were all great. Anything I missed on the sleep techniques?
Sleeping on your belly, like a reason why you don't want to sleep on your belly. Because a lot of people like to, sometimes like people will sleep like this, like a little frog. So that's like number 1 bad for your hips. But for your neck, it's a good visual. So if we turn our heads to the right and then we just turn it a little bit more and stay there, that's how your neck is for like 8 hours. So there's a big reason why I have a lot of people in my office, because they sleep like that. So if you sleep on your back or on your side, it'll be a lot more helpful for your hips and for your neck.